Have you noticed that we're suddenly living through a golden age of trading card games? Everywhere you look, new TCGs are launching, crowdfunding records are being shattered, and players have more choices than ever before. Just recently, Cyberpunk TCG absolutely exploded on Kickstarter, becoming one of the most successful TCG crowdfunding campaigns we've ever seen. Meanwhile, Grand Archive continues to grow, and honestly, that's a game I'm resisting with every fiber of my being because I already play too many card games and I don't need another one stealing my wallet. But that's exactly the problem. Players are excited about new games, yet they're also becoming more selective about where they spend their money. And that's where Cataclysm Arcade finds itself today. On paper, that game has a lot going for it. The artwork looks fantastic. It reminds me of like 90s comics. So it has that nostalgia factor going for it. The world feels unique. People are like in a post-apocalyptic world battling for survival in this game called the Cataclysm Arcade. The gameplay appears to be doing some interesting things. It's unique. You could play straight out of a booster pack. So each player, if you buy 4 booster packs, 4 players can just start playing. The Founder Edition Kickstarter offers exclusive foil treatments, alternate art cards, premium prize packs, and even a chance at a one-of-one hand-painted card from notable TCG and comic artists. Each Founder Edition box includes 24 booster packs and a special prize pack box topper containing 4 premium cards, with some lucky backers possibly pulling the redemption card to get those unique one-of-one cards by the legendary artist who does a lot of cool cards as shown on screen for Magic the Gathering, which holds a special place in my heart, even though Wizards of the Coast completely has destroyed the unique identity of that game. But that legendary artist is Eric Klug. Probably butchered his last name. So the Founder Edition itself contains approximately 155 mechanically unique cards, including 12 bosses, 20 rares, and 7 mythics, while the full release is expected to contain 240 unique cards. So we'll get to that later. So with all of that on the table, why are some players still hesitant to back it? So the answer might surprise you, and you might have already backed the project and not even known. So it's not necessarily the artwork, it's not the gameplay, and it's not even the price, even though the price is also huge. Instead, many players are looking at the current TCG landscape and they're asking this very important question: do I have room for another game? And all those factors are all important to that one statement: do I have room for another game? Today we're going to talk about the biggest concerns players have with backing Cataclysm Arcade, whether those concerns are justified, and whether this Kickstarter is actually worth your money. So, from my personal experience, I work with a lot of like nerdy people. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that like we're into like video games, trading card games, miniature games, just board games. We're actually large fans of Settlers of Catan, just like base game. Base game is like the best. We even play for like little trophies and stuff. So that's just like my own background with my local playground. Oh, that's just my professional work group. I also have my local game group, which are just the locals at the LGSs. And we're all in a lot of different hobbies. A lot of us are of different professions, be it from working at Pizza Hut all the way to working in surgery. One of actually the last 4 district attorneys of my local area are all into these like miniature and card games. So I think that's actually hilarious. So Like, we are literally from all walks of life, and we are united in nerd gaming. So, all these people, what would make us wary of backing this game? And for me personally, none of my work group or my locals have backed this game, but we are very interested. So, let's talk about what caught our eye at first. So, for me personally, nobody I know of even knew about this game. We only started recently looking at it because the professor at Tolarian Community College, he did like a promo for this game and it was blasting our Facebooks. So me personally, I finally clicked on it and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. We literally just missed their like early access where they, if you paid $5, they would send you 4 booster packs to kind of demo the game. So I'm actually kind of sad we missed that. You could still do the print and play. I believe they uploaded it. I think they took it down because it was not formatted correctly for printing, but I believe they just re-uploaded it. But you could still print and play to test the game out yourself. But we have not done it ourselves yet. So, yeah, so I immediately I liked the artwork. I liked that they have a unique mechanic in that you can play out of a pack, but they also still support constructed play, sealed play. They have a kind of like escalation type sealed play where each player starts with a pack. Your next round you add a pack, and then your next round after that you add another pack. So I think that's actually really interesting, but that's actually more keen on the random factor, so you can be completely screwed and pull a like crappy pack. I'm not sure if strategy plays a lot into it, coming from just one pack. So can like a kind of really good player with a bad pack beat a mediocre player with a god pack? You know what I mean? So we'll just have to wait on and see on that. So now let's talk about the big thing in the room that a lot of people are wary about, and it's that the Kickstarter release is not the full release. So one of my coworkers in surgery was telling me about this, and I straight up did not believe him. I was flabbergasted. I was like, dude, I didn't read anything about that on the Kickstarter, and I did a video on this earlier, and I'm pretty sure I scoured the whole Kickstarter campaign page on what is included, what's not included, right? So I was like, okay, so for me personally, from what I looked, so I think I did more due diligence than a typical Kickstarter backer. I read the whole campaign. I saw what you're getting. I saw that if you back now, you get 4 extra packs per booster box. I saw that the Kickstarter has alternate arts. You also have the founder pack that comes in the booster box that can include special alternate arts, or you can get one of 17 ultra drawn redemption cards, right? You probably aren't going to get that. There's 17 in the world. Those are just like a golden Willy Wonka ticket. So if you get it, sick. But I did not see anything about the full set not being in the Kickstarter box. So I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You're tired. Go drink some coffee. And so I did some due diligence after work. I asked on the Discord, and I was like, is this true? Are they really only releasing 2/3 of the set? One of my coworkers said that, and I didn't believe him. And everyone immediately was like, yeah, dude, I think, yeah, they actually are doing that. Can't you see it's in the frequently asked questions of the Kickstarter that no one ever reads? I have literally backed 50 Kickstarters. I've never read the frequently asked questions page, and I'll throw it up on the screen here. It's in the FAQ, and they say that. So they're saying that they're going to release 2/3 of the set in the Kickstarter release, and then the remaining is going to be in the retail release. So yeah, this is actually my first time ever hearing or seeing that in a game. People said that Magic the Gathering did that a long time ago, but if you're talking about Magic the Gathering, bro, that's 1993, 1994. That was a long time ago. This is 2026. Yeah. So I'm gonna reference something more recent. So Cyberpunk TCG. their release, the difference between their Kickstarter and their retail release is that they have a separate run of 36 alternate arts for their rares and plus. So that's the difference between their release, is that you get unique arts for backing it early, and you get more packs. So that is their unique thing. Something more recent, Neuroscape TCG. They're just releasing their unlimited run for their booster boxes. They're also doing that. They have unique art, and they have unique serialized cards that are different from their Kickstarter. So Neuroscape TCG, they are doing unique arts and unique serialized cards. So but they don't have actual unique functional cards that are different between their Kickstarter and their retail release. So now that players are starting to realize that this is a thing, and it was not like put in their face. It was not like one of the first things you should see on the Kickstarter is that this is not a full release. So you do not have access to the full release by buying any Kickstarter boxes. Like, you do not have all the functional cards of the first release. So a lot of players on the Discord, obviously, in my opinion, if you're on the Discord for the game, you're most likely going to be supporting every single decision because you're invested probably. You probably already backed the game, so you feel like you're obligated to defend all decisions. And I don't feel like that's a healthy thing for a game. I'm just going to say this, for example, I was sponsored by WeirdCo for a Cyberpunk TCG video, and I just told them exactly what I thought about the game. I didn't like their gameplay rules, stuff like that, but they actually listened. So I was just showing that even though I would be sponsored for a video, I'm still going to tell people what I think, right? I don't take any sponsorships. I just turned down one for some, I forgot what it was called. It was like some Japanese Amazon type website, and the contracts actually said I could not talk bad about them, and if I do talk bad about them, I owe them money at 10 times of what they're paying me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that, bro. So I turned that down. So that's just an example of me, like personally me, even though I'm have a monetary stake in something, I still am going to give my my unfiltered opinion on it. So you should, just because you back something, you should not feel like you're obligated to just stand by all their decisions. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of these players that have not backed yet are wary of this, because especially all my local players. So here, I don't want to say all players. I'll talk about all my locals because that's my firsthand experience. And when I say all players, that's probably what I'm saying about what I'm seeing from online now. But anyway, I'll talk about my local players. No one has backed the game, but we are on the sidelines looking in, and we didn't even know this except for that one guy, that the full set is not being released, and none of us like that. So you should not be splitting your first set release between a Kickstarter and your retail release. I understand that you want support for your local game store, but as you could tell, every other game has done something different than this, and it's succeeded. Sorcery TCG, their Kickstarter had alternate arts and foils, and that was it. That was different between their Kickstarter and retail unlimited release. Or sorry, they called it their beta release. So that was huge, and those Kickstarter boxes are worth $1,300 plus. It's actually on a bull run right now. It's being bought out, and there's not many left on the market. But that is an example of all you're doing is just different art. Cyberpunk TCG hasn't come out yet, but they're just giving you less packs and different art for their rares in the retail release, and that's it. Neuroscape TCG, I just talked about that. They're doing actually pretty good. Their Kickstarter boxes, I believe, are $250 to $300 from their buyout price. Their Kickstarter price per box, I believe, was $130, $140. So their secondary market price is good, and their unlimited differences, say, like I said, different art and different serialized cards compared to their Kickstarter first edition box. So those are examples of successful recent Kickstarter games that are doing something different for their retail release. So when you split your release between your Kickstarter and your retail game, when players eventually get their Kickstarter boxes, they're probably not going to be too happy with you because they, like, let's say they dropped $5,000 on a I'm just talking shit. Let's say they drop $5,000 on a tier, or they call them levels for their pledges. And they didn't realize for some reason, even though they dropped that money, that all those booster boxes they got do not let them play the full game. They don't have access to the full game. So now they have to drop another $1,000 maybe for a retail release. I don't know. No, I don't believe there's any pricing released about the retail boxes, but let's just say $1,000 gets you a case that's with shipping and taxes and whatever. So now they have to buy more and to support their local game store and also complete their collection. So I feel like if you do this, you should advertise this like within the few scrolls of your campaign page. I shouldn't have to look through the frequently asked questions to find out the full release is not in the Kickstarter. Oh, also, besides my friend saying that, or my coworker, a couple of guys in my first YouTube video for this game mentioned it in the comments too. And I straight up was like, I don't know if that's true. So now that I know it is true, I'm not sure about it. Also, so there's also boss cards that are unique to the full retail release. So that's even bigger because now your boss card is like your commander. Like, that's like buying a commander set. Oh wait, Magic already does that. They like they have like too many product releases, but that's a different thing. That's Magic. They're like an established IP. This is not an established IP. This is a new thing. And yeah. As a new IP, you cannot be doing stuff like this, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm wary about this. Half of my local players actually are out on this Kickstarter. Just this thing made them just pass. They're already over it. Me and my surgery coworkers, though, we're still on the fence. So we're just talking about this during our Saturday Commander game. We're just like, oh man, maybe we just watch it for now. Maybe they'll change things. I think this is still pretty early to where they can change this decision like now. Just release all the cards in the first set and then do alternate arts or serialized cards for the retail release. But yeah, we're going to be on the sidelines for now on this one. I don't know. I think if they go through with this, I think I'm also out. I'll probably still buy a booster box just to add it to my wall of shame, my wall of cardboard shame with all the other card games I have. But yeah, I don't know if we stand by that decision. So that's just my personal thing. Let me know in the comments below. Did you guys know about this decision? Or did you find out after you backed? Or did you just find out like now? Like, because I feel like this is not a widely known thing, personally. But people on the Discord were like, you should always read the frequently asked questions. Or, bro, didn't you read the FAQ? No. I don't think you should have to read the FAQ to know an important game decision like this. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Did you know? Do you support this, or are you out because of this decision? So yeah, I think I still want to do some coverage on this game. So like and subscribe if you want some more updates on the Cataclysm Arcade Kickstarter TCG. So this is Surgical Ninja, and I'll see you guys later. No!